It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans and them. You know this shit fire with your mans and them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans and them. With your mans and them. With your mans and them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans and them. Go have a good time with your mans and them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now.
Yes, sir.
Yah Mans and them live. I'm Yah Mans Bello.
Boy, that shit loud in my ear. Yes, sir. Your man's Austin Felix. That shit loud.
And I'm your and I'm
we
your
all
man
over the place
Shakespeare
today.
in the random studio in Brooklyn, New York.
This is your man's and them live. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo, we got two special guests with us today.
Two of them.
From the Small Talk podcast, we got a returning guest.
Returning.
Clap
Clap it up.
Shout out to Tiny. Welcome back.
Thank you for
And
having
we
me
got
back.
my man's Dean here, also
Yes,
on the
sir.
panel, Small Talk podcast. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How y'all feeling, man?
Welcome to the live.
Feeling blessed. Feeling great.
Yes.
Excited to be back. I feel like I have to redeem myself from last time.
Yeah, because
They was coming for me.
they was
crazy.
coming for you crazy.
I know.
It's all.
It was like, what? You don't like ugly niggas, right?
They was coming for my neck.
That's the funny part.
Someone said I look like Draymond Green. That really stuck with me. Stop.
They OD.
Yeah, that didn't even make any sense. I was
Now
like,
you just
what?
saying anything.
Niggas just saying shit now.
Draymond.
Yeah, man,
Green's crazy.
Draymond. Niggas be getting triggered when you call them ugly. That's a fact.
Right.
You know,
Like,
there's
you would have thought, like,
especially now, there's a lot of hurt niggas out there
Right.
who just be online.
Triggered.
I
OD.
embrace my medium ugly.
Oh,
I know sometimes I could be a little grizz,
But sometimes it does get to you a little bit.
No.
You lash out sometimes. I know that's why.
No, that's because you're rude. That's why I
And
lash
you-
out.
Ugly.
It's not, you ugly too.
I am.
Yes. Look at your forehead.
everybody's
all have our
ugly.
moments.
Yeah, everybody's-
God damn.
Everybody's ugly to somebody.
You ain't exempt.
Exactly.
Everybody's
Perfect.
ugly.
Shit, I'll take it.
So it's
Listen,
okay.
man.
Shout out Melody in the chat. Shout out Sammy J in the chat. What up,
I
y'all?
was just about to say
I got
that.
you.
Shout out
I
everybody
got
in the
you.
chat. Shout out everybody in the chat. If you are in the chat, let yourself be known. We are going to have a lit show tonight. Also, if you're just joining us, if you're just tuning in and you're a first time listener, we want to shout out to y'all as well. Welcome. We're gonna have a great show. We got another podcast in the building, man.
Yes.
Another podcast in the building. You know, y'all better represent.
Right.
Of course.
We in a Billy.
Right. I know it's called small talk, but you better have some big talk right now.
All right, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I'm gonna start off like this, right? I was having a conversation with somebody not too long ago, and they were telling me like the women that approach them, they don't really be wanting them like that, right? Like the girls who like him, he don't really fuck with them like that. He like, nah, this wrong with them, that wrong with them. And I said, you know what your problem is, my brother? You too picky.
You got standards.
He has standards. And then I started thinking about it. We all got different standards. Austin says I don't have any standards. Austin says
I believe that.
See?
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Apparently,
That's
I
not shocking.
don't. I mean, you. Low hanging fruit is what we say.
that's my
That's
turn.
that's not no, but
I called you a
but-
banana. My bad.
That's my
but
turn.
that's not no standards.
You have lower standards than.
I have fine standards. But as niggas, do we all always get the highest fruit on the tree?
No.
Keep it
Not
above.
at all.
No.
All right.
Sometimes you get the ones at the bodega. You gotta pick it up,
But
Right.
I feel
With
like
a little brown on the bottom.
look at it,
Right.
put it back,
Booty hole brown.
pick another. Yeah. I don't know what they gotta do with anything, but yeah.
What's you gonna say, Tony?
Not booty hole
I
brown.
definitely feel like males typically have lower standards than females.
Right.
You know, I feel like you guys are not gonna like. Nor it's not common for you guys to turn down like pussy or something. I feel like y'all gonna take it.
Right.
What?
I feel like that. I could be wrong.
Turn down pussy.
All pussy ain't good
probably,
pussy.
probably not.
This is what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
I don't.
Let's be honest.
I mean, first of all, I'm selective. This ain't community dick. Anyway,
This ain't
Like that.
but you know, some dudes don't turn down pussy, but a relationship they'll turn down like
Of
that.
course, you guys have commitment issues.
Yeah, but how many times have niggas? Y'all turn down a lot of pussy?
I turned down a
lot?
fair
A
amount.
good amount.
A fair amount.
Okay.
Good
I
to
feel
know.
like I can't
I
ask
respect
you.
that.
Thank you.
Ask you.
Thank
I can't
you.
ask You know, relationship niggas can't ask them.
I've turned Matumbo. I've turned down. No. I've turned it down.
What
Dean,
about you?
I'm gonna ask Dean, and then I'm gonna.
Alright, go ahead.
This might be the next clip. Go ahead.
Of course. All pussy ain't good pussy.
So you
Right.
turn down pussy just like
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like y'all capping, but it's okay.
No, it's not. It's not cap. It's not cap.
Like,
It's not
Go
cap.
ahead.
No, let me hear
No,
it.
go ahead. I turn down pussy too.
Wow, I'm shocked.
That's crazy.
I turn down pussy too. I'm not taking everything,
No.
but there are some questionable ones where I'm like, I probably shouldn't.
I probably should.
Right.
You know, like that's a little bit.
all
below-
got
That's definitely the
Right,
case
exactly.
sometimes.
That's a little bit too below my standards. But Tiny, what
yeah,
about you?
What? Do I turn down pussy?
Wait, have you turned down pussy?
I mean, yeah, actually I have. I've never done anything with a female. So yes, I've turned down pussy.
Okay.
Good looks, Reggie.
What do you think? Have you ever been turned down by a guy?
No, never.
Whoa.
But I'm selective. Like it's not like I'm out here just like. That's what I'm saying. It's different for guys. I feel like naturally you guys have lower standards because if you chose to like have sex with like 50 girls, nobody's really gonna look at you too crazy.
Right.
Like a female, I feel like you almost kind of have to be selective because if you don't, you're like judged, right? Because you don't. If you hear girls like been around or she
Right.
don't turn down, you're like not jumping to start a relationship.
Yeah,
with her,
yeah, yeah.
But you would be down to fuck her, right?
Right. Exactly.
So, there you
Right.
go.
But there's some girls with that mentality too. Like they don't want a relationship, but then
Of course. And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. No judgment. I'm just saying. To most people, you guys would judge.
When it comes to standards, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all ever think you ever seen like maybe a celebrity or like someone who got a lot of money or they got status or whatever?
Right.
And before they married, you see like they with all the bad chicks, but the chick that they actually choose to settle down with is not ever the baddest bitch that they done been with.
It's
Like
a-
that you
it's a
seen them
regular
with.
girl.
It's
It's a
like a
regular
plain
girl.
Jane,
Right.
regular.
I was actually just watching a clip of Bow Wow. He was on
Oh, the barbershop.
yeah,
expert.
my expert opinion.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
He
I
was
watched
on
that.
there. He was like, yo, he's like, me and Chris Brown was talking about it. I wish I could say that. Anyway, he said me and Chris Brown was talking about it, but they was basically saying like, yo, there's a whole bunch of the reason why they go for regular chicks
Right.
is because of the experience a regular chick have. Like, you could ask a regular chick like, yo, y'all just went to this restaurant. Like it's mad nice. Are you trying to go? And a regular girl be like, yeah, I've never been there before. Let me try. But,
Yeah.
But a girl that makes money, famous, or they've been around, they be like, oh, done that, been there.
And that's why.
Don't want to go.
I was thinking more like the bad bitches come with baggage. More
That
baggage.
too.
It's like more you have to kind of deal with.
Birkin bag, Louis bag,
keep up.
Gucci bag.
But like even
every
like
bag.
if she's super bad, like she got a lot of niggas still hitting her up. She's
Right.
getting a lot of attention from outside. You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
niggas
that-
like that could be a turnoff for a guy. It's like, all right, she bad, but now like she a little too bad. Where it's like I'm constantly.
Well, what is that about? Is that like?
Is that an
is that-
insecurity?
yeah, I was about to say, is that an insecurity
I
on
think-
your end? Your girl can't have too much attention.
No, it's not an insecurity.
Insecurity?
How
That's a
not?
sexy
It's
thing.
just-
I would
How is
say
that not an insecurity?
Go ahead,
would
Dean.
say
Dean
a
about to back me up.
a 10 on the outside don't mean you a 10 on the inside.
Speak on it, Dean.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Speak on
so
it.
Because,
sound,
because
brother.
I get a lot of attention, that's a problem?
Yes.
I don't
No, it's
understand.
not a
That's
problem.
insecurity on your end.
No, it's
No,
not.
no,
How
no,
is that
no, no.
not?
I don't want my shorty walking around on Instagram
So you don't want mad
full of
niggas
DM.
trying to- you got a bad bitch.
Nah,
Like,
I don't want
well,
that.
bad
Cover
bitches
up.
is not for everybody.
Cover up.
Bad bitch, and you never want to be a nigga's first bad bitch because y'all don't know how to handle that. So,
Nah, you not
You know?
lying.
I mean, that's a good point.
I ain't lying.
so you can't handle
You
that.
never want to be a
Cool.
nigga's
you can't.
first
You
bad
You can't
bitch.
handle
I
it,
know
that's
my
fine.
first one. I was retarded.
Y'all can't handle it. That's all right.
You can't be a semi-bad bitch. Like,
Like, how you mad at me because I'm getting attention?
Let's talk about the scale. So, what looks wise? Let's say from 1 to 10, right? From 1 to 10 looks wise, but then you have a crazy meter too. So like, usually women from like 1 to 10, if they at like a 10, they crazy meter is up there too.
right, 15.
And from my experience, from my personal experience,
When you say they're
Define
crazy, yeah, I would say,
Define
what you mean they're
What is
crazy meter?
I gotta define what crazy is. To
No,
you,
like
Austin.
what? No, like give me an example.
Like
of what you
women
mean.
crazy, like Latina girl crazy.
Whoa, whoa,
Like,
That's
wait
crazy.
A second.
Hey.
That's like racist, no?
it is what it is.
So because I'm Latina, I'm automatically associated
But you
with
Haitian
being
too.
crazy. Okay, I'm also.
So you crazy
I'm-
and you do voodoo. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm joking. I'm joking.
but-
Latinas are crazy.
How?
go.
How is? Explain, please.
All right, but like on all jokes aside, outside of the Latinas, I wanted to put it into perspective for this Dominican brother. But we,
Not.
You're not Dominican?
No.
Oh.
he just said he's from St.
Oh,
Kitts.
yeah,
He's
no.
Peruvian.
He just looked.
St. Kitts.
What do y'all want y'all? You know, are you single or you?
I'm single.
All right, so let's say you
You gonna
choose-
get in trouble for saying that?
Nah.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
fault. I should have known better.
I ain't getting no text, no
My
crazy.
nigga,
I'm
we-
outside. I'm outside.
Yo, Drew,
outside.
you single?
Yeah, yeah, no,
Drew, you
yeah, I am
single?
single. Yeah, shake.
You'll never
try,
get an
try.
answer. He won't say yes or no.
All right, so
I don't
let's
say-
I'm
choose
gonna take that as a no.
No, I
looks
say- I
wise,
don't say
right?
anything.
What's the lowest you
say
could go
nothing.
looks wise in your book to wife somebody?
Hard 7.
7, like not dolled up, nothing like that. Like
Yeah.
it's just 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
A 7
about to
dolled
say
up.
6, but I'm
A 7
wildin'.
dolled up could get to 8, 9.
Well, 6 dolled up could get to like an 8.
That's a far stretch.
That's a stretch.
It can.
That's a-
It can.
That's
But
what I'm
everybody's
saying.
6 and 7 is different.
Exactly.
Also
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that.
Tiny, what about you? How much would you give for your
Look wise.
look wise?
Well, I'm older now, so now I'm gonna like medium ugly. I could do that right now, depending what else you guys don't know.
Well, look at Shay. Nigga said.
Looks aren't everything anymore.
Okay, so like, if you had to give a number,
A number? I think I'm gonna go with like a hearts. I could do a 7 hearts. I have to be attracted to you though. Like,
Okay.
I have to
Yeah.
be some type of. I can't just if I'm not physically attracted to you. And there's some guys that's a 10 in my book, like physically, and
you
your
just not
energy
attracted.
turns me off.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like nah, it's dumb. So.
She'd be like, look at that tip of the nose right there.
I feel like
Mad
anything. Your
cute.
voice will throw me off. Like I'm like nah, real picky.
Shake,
So
what about you?
7.
I would have to say, 7. Yeah,
7?
I don't need the baddest of the bad.
Yeah,
like, cause like once you up there, it's like it's a upkeep type thing. Like you
Then
got
the insecurities start kicking in,
Right.
like Austin said.
right. I don't got time for your
That's
your
crazy.
baggage or your burdens.
So question real quick. So
Yeah, yeah.
do you consider a girl that gets an excessive amount of attention as that's baggage?
Yes.
That's crazy. How?
Because that amount of attention is gonna it's gonna impact your relationship. Like there's no way that all that attention doesn't make you feel like hey, like what's actually going on, or like it makes you think about it more. It's gonna be a topic of conversation.
Right.
Like attention doesn't just she's passing it on, she's not reading anything, she's ignoring everything. Like if you get a massive amount of attention, you're getting a shit ton of compliments, you're getting a shit ton of people trying to steal you away. Like a lot of temptation.
She's doing a good job at reassuring you though. Like, is it my fault?
But it's still
I'm not saying me,
baggage.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
That's
it's
different.
baggage because
Yeah.
if it's not there, it's better.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Wouldn't you want a girl that gets some type of form of, like you want to
Yeah,
walk in with your
okay.
joint and somebody's like, oh, Austin, like
Yeah, but
your
if
girl
she
looks good.
no, of course you want. I mean, obviously, but like,
Yeah.
if she's like, for me, like, let's say and we kind of talked about this before. Like, if she's like an influencer,
Okay.
and like
kinda
her shit is
thing,
about like her body, and she's just post like bikini photos and like
Mm-hmm.
niggas heart eyes, fire emojis, DMs all day. Like to me, in the back of my head, like yeah, my shorty fire, but like.
hey, bro,
Like
that's-
where does the line is the line drawn that it's like, hey, this is actually for me. Like this is actually mine.
Dean, what you think? You think that's an insecurity? You think Austin's insecure?
I don't think so. You gotta know how to handle it too.
I think that's insecurity.
How do
to
you
some extent.
handle that? How do you handle that?
Like I said, my first quote unquote bad bitch, I was man.
Could he handle it? Could he handle it, DB?
I was like, man.
You was calling her, blowing her phone up.
You
It
think
wasn't-
what's this bitch doing? She ain't answering.
Right.
Why this bitch ain't answering my call?
until I realized like, yo, you got a good one. You wildin'. You doing a little
Yeah.
too much.
Okay.
You gotta check yourself.
Yeah, I feel like it's an insecurity. to
You
some
saying you
extent.
was doing too much?
Yeah, I was doing too much.
Yeah.
Because it comes off like trust issues in a sense.
Yeah,
And
that's what I say, it
that's
comes up
that's
with
the
trust issues.
baggage part of it. It's like
But
it's-
you formulated those trust issues. I feel like I get what you're saying, but it's my duty if I'm choosing to be with you to reassure you, make you feel comfortable,
Right.
right? So okay, you might know, yeah, my girl look good, she get attention, but you should also trust in me, right? But that's my responsibility
Mm-hmm.
to make you feel like you should trust in me. Like,
Look at
nah,
that.
I don't know.
But the,
I don't
but
know.
the self accountability is what I like. Like she said, it's my job to make you feel secure
Right.
in this
That too.
situation.
Yeah, like-
It is. Vice versa. If you was getting a lot of attention,
Right.
you have to let her know, like, look, I ain't looking at nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but if we go into a spot and you know all the niggas in there and you hugging, hey, Darius, hey,
It's
Tim,
difference between
hey.
a friendship and,
Yeah.
and
Like,
attention.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah,
When she
exactly.
lit and she's social, that's what comes with it. Like she gotta be, she in the mix. She know all the niggas. You like, why you know all these niggas?
But I understand that now because people tell me like, yo, you too friendly. Like girls tell me, yo, you too friendly. I'll be like, I'm cool with everybody.
it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it.
I,
Right?
let me
Like,
get, I ain't gonna lie, I get that a lot too. Like, oh, yo, you know everybody here. I'm like,
You know that's
But
a Leo
that's a-
thing though.
yeah, like,
That's a Leo thing. Yeah, we like that. We like that self-serving. Look at this. Look at this.
That's our personality.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I've dated guys that like know a lot of people, right? And
Right.
it's like, for me, it's like I needed that reassurance. Like
Mm-hmm.
I know, like I've dated guys that they've dated nothing but bad bitches, and it's like I can say like I'm probably on the lower spectrum of the bad bitches they date.
Wow,
right?
I've never heard
So,
someone say that before. That's
I
crazy.
can be honest and say,
Selling
like,
yourself short.
I've dated guys like that. And it's like, more so, like, as long as he made me feel comfortable, like, what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah, he get attention, yeah, whatever, but I'm here now, so. what's
Okay,
up?
let me
Like,
get into some of these chats. So we got Reggie Porter. Shout out Reggie Porter. Yo, if you're in the chat right now, make sure you like the video.
Like the video. Like the video.
all
Because
right?
y'all be coming in here
Facts.
watching the show, don't like the video, and then we tell y'all to like the video. Y'all be like, yo, we already did. No, you didn't. We can see.
All right, we got
and subscribe.
we got
And
Zay.
subscribe.
Zay in the chat. Zay says
That's
we
why
don't
you
have
here.
commitment issues. We're just selective with who
save
will
it.
commit to.
I'll say that.
Sherry Rose, shout out Sherry Rose. She said, yeah, as girls, we definitely have to be more conscious on who we choose. Reggie Porter says it's not about the attention you get, it's how you react to the
I
attention.
agree.
Right.
So
I agree.
men have to mitigate risk. Men have to mitigate risk. Okay.
I agree with him.
Creative Myth, shout out Creative Myth. He says, please like the live, showing to show support. Can't fucking talk today. Yo, it costs nothing except the push of a button. That's a fact. Appreciate you, Creative Myth.
Right.
And Isaiah Goodwin says, that's not baggage. A lot of attention just inflates her ego. Does it feel good to get a lot of attention from all these niggas?
When you put it like that.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like I get like an excessive amount of attention. So,
Do you
But
get
you
a-
mixy.
Did you get a reasonable?
you think I'm mixy? I'm not mixy.
Wow.
No.
Think Tiny Mixy?
Mixy? I'm not mixy.
Mixy.
But not-
Tiny
not-
know a lot of people.
Not
A
excessive.
lot of people
crazy.
think they know me. Let's
Mixy
just say
and
that.
knowing people is two different
Exactly.
things.
I'm not mixy.
You Mixy.
I'm not mixy.
You're mixy.
I'm not Mixy.
You're definitely mixy.
He's
You're
mixy.
definitely mixy.
You are
I wouldn't
Kool-Aid,
define. I wouldn't
brother.
define Jimmy as mixy.
I'm not mixing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, minimal. You are.
Listen, I'm vibey.
Vibey.
Nah, I can't call
I
Austin
wouldn't
Mixy
call
because
myself mixy.
He
I'm
is
not mixy.
minimal. That's what he is.
Austin got a
To
dog.
himself.
I'm dead.
Austin got pretzel. Yo, shout out to everybody in chat. And I think I saw one from shout out Sammy J, the Tina Show, what up?
Tina.
And Reggie Porter said, that's me leaving my Porsche in the projects and expecting it to be there when I get back. Most women don't know how to handle it. Yeah, he said that's like leaving my. So he's basically saying him leaving his girl around a bunch of guys is like, yeah, that was dope. That was dope. That was dope.
You gotta trust your girl. That you gonna make that your girl.
Wait, time out. So I just seen people come to the hood with a nice car and it's still there.
They don't leave that shit there.
Huh?
They don't leave it there.
Yes, they do.
They do?
Yes, they
If you
do.
I
respect,
ain't never
if,
seen
if
them.
they
But-
respect you in that hood,
Right. Yeah.
So niggas don't respect
But
you.
a lot
Niggas
of
gotta
times-
know who car it is.
Niggas don't
Right.
Very
exactly.
true. Very
And
true.
you know, a lot
They
of times
steal your Porsche, they don't respect you.
they was the shooter, so don't touch that car.
You don't want those problems. That's true. That's funny.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? If the dude left his Porsche in the hood, and he's like, yo, I don't mean to leave my Porsche in the hood, but I gotta go. It's a transition, my fault. Now, you wanna get into the next topic?
Yeah.
Austin has a pet peeve. He has something that
I do
chops
have a
his
pet
cheese.
peeve.
Okay, let's go.
But
Kinda-
chops your cheese.
Recently, I've been working with a lot of people face to face, kind of on a day to day basis, and I realized that I don't like when people, and how did we word it? They basically state the obvious, followed by a statement, just because they want to be excused for what they're about to say or ask. So, for instance, hey, I know I'm being annoying, but can you do this, right? Oh, you're gonna kill me, but can you do that?
Buttering you up, basically.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to butter you up before they make something. It's like they're trying to generate a safe space for them, or they try to say what I'm thinking. Like, let me think that you're being annoying without you telling me that you're being annoying.
Right.
Because you are being annoying.
Here's the thing. Isn't that like just like
Courtesy, kind of.
yeah,
in
like
a
basic
sense?
communication skills? Like if I'm telling you, listen, I don't mean to be this because I know, let's say I'm
It
not,
comes off
yo, Austin, I'm calling you 50 times. Yo, how do you edit this video? Right?
Right.
The final time I call you, I'm like, yo, I don't mean to bother you, bro. But like I just really trying to figure this out.
But you are, like, you know you're bothering
So
me.
Right.
why does that bother you that he's like?
It's
I
like
feel
a
courtesy,
sorry. Yeah. It's like I apologize for bothering
You
you.
you ever met someone who says sorry all the time?
Yes, I can't stand that shit.
Yeah, that's
It's like
annoying.
that. It's like you constantly apologizing
Right.
before you ask or say something to me every single time.
Yeah, and you kind of water down the sorry after
Yeah.
a while. Like you don't really mean
Yeah.
that shit.
Is it if it's
sorry.
excessive?
Yeah.
That's the part that
Right.
annoys
Right.
you.
It's the
That makes
excessiveness.
sense then, because then it's like.
Hey, don't mean to be a burden.
So is
but
it almost like it comes off because I don't like this is a trigger for me too, like passive aggressiveness. Is it like kind of like a passive? Because I hate when people try to like present it,
Right.
passively, but you're still being fucking annoying.
I think so. Yeah,
so I can
that is
understand
passive
Yeah, I can
aggressive.
definitely see that.
Yeah.
I
that
think
is.
a
'Cause I
lot
can't
of
stand
times people who apologize a lot are passive aggressive.
Passive-aggressive.
Yeah, they don't really mean they shit.
You're
Like you
more-
said, they say sorry so much that it gets
It means
watered
nothing.
down.
Yeah, it means
it's
nothing.
like, stop saying that.
I
to
can
me.
see that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we moving on.
One
fault.
of the things that I can't stand, like, when somebody who asks me, oh, like they just told me, oh, how you doing? When they're about to ask me something.
The small
That's how I
talk.
know.
Yo,
The small
I
talk.
do that. I'm not gonna lie.
I know some
I
bullshit
do
about
that
to come.
shit.
Yo, how you feeling?
Yeah.
I'm
Just
cool.
hit me
But what do
with
you
it.
prefer?
Right.
But wouldn't you prefer, like, if I didn't speak to you in a minute, I feel like that's just like courtesy. I don't like that either, but
Right.
I'd rather you say, hey, how
Right,
you doing? Versus
right.
like, I need you to do this.
Right.
And then
No,
I'm gonna get mad about
I
that.
respect it when I know it's like, oh, you genuinely asked me like how I'm doing. But like if I saw you 5 minutes ago and then you gave me that look like, and then you come to me like, yo, how you doing? All right, I definitely need you to do something for me. It's like, all right.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I used to do that shit. You know who did it to me and made me realize that I hate that shit?
Who?
Gus. Gus does that shit to me.
Right.
He be like, yo, what's good? I'm like, what's good? He be like, how you doing? I be like, bro, what is it, bro? So now I know how annoying it is just
you
because
about
of
to
that.
tell you
Shout out to
some shit.
guests who not here with us. Yo, make sure if you are in the live, make sure you like the live. Make sure you like the video. We got Small Talk Podcast in the building.
Yes,
Shout out. Shout out Lily in the chat.
Lily.
Lily says, yeah, Deemy, Mixie, how Gabby cousin reached Queens.
What?
You know Lily?
I gotta see.
Talking about, I know this nigga was Mixie.
I gotta
So,
see.
I don't know.
Who's, you got a cousin named Gabby?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm startled.
D, you scared right
Well,
now.
Lily, what if he didn't want nobody
He's
to know?
scared.
But they know
He's
now.
scared. Shout out Kyrie. He says, you're Mr. Pod. I will be back for an episode sooner than later. Shout out to Kyrie
Shout out to
Class.
Kyrie.
That's our fifth,
Yeah.
co-host
Okay,
and
okay.
shit. I mean, host.
Yeah. That's
Shout out her
star
language
five.
in the chat.
That's
and
the
then,
point guard.
who?
That's the point guard.
That is the point guard. And Lily says, it's minimizing the task to convince the person to agree to do it.
Lily.
Okay, I can see that. All right, we're going to move on to news on the...
I had to chop my cheese, brother. You just going.
What? We do chop my cheese after. You want to do it now?
Oh, you
I
just.
thought you just did.
No. I said chop my cheese, but it wasn't
It
a
was
chop my
just a little
cheese.
segment.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool.
My
You
fault.
get your own
So
segment.
chop my
That's cool.
cheese is like what grinds your gears. That's a
Damn right,
segment
I'm
on the
jealous.
show.
Okay.
All right, so we ain't up to that yet. We on news on the scroll. That's like shit on the timeline shit. So let's move on to news on the scroll.
Do it.
Did you hit the button?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You was on point. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool. Yo, we got a video we about to play, and we want to we got to play it out loud, right? They don't got headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you
I'll just play it right here on the mic.
do. Right.
I got it.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a long one.
Y'all gotta listen. Nah.
Yo.
Females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I still can't believe that I let y'all talk me into bringing that intro back. But it's cool though, I'm gonna listen to my people. Anyway, watch this.
I had a man who I thought was the one because he would write me little love letters in the morning before work, right? All the sweet stuff. But he was too much of a simp. Where he's like, I would get scared of you. When you get mad, like I'm not gonna front, I don't really like your attitude. And I'm like, yo, I'm not putting you down like a fucking piece of shit. Like I'm mad. So I'm like, yo, I talk like this, and I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm a little mad,
Shout out
and he's
Brooklyn.
like, nah, whoa, I don't
I
like
knew he was
it.
gonna
Because
do
the
that.
man wanted you guys to have healthy boundaries and healthy communication.
We can skip that shit. So off rip, what she said, how we feel about it. I want to ask the lady in the room.
Yes.
Man.
Ladies first.
Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you were more aggressive than the guy that you with, and you were too much for him to handle?
No.
With the evil eye.
The evil eye.
No.
I feel like you're trying to answer your questions. No.
Okay.
No. I don't typically date guys that I don't find like to be like
Too nice.
I'm
You know
more-
what? You know they watching. You better be careful.
the guys I date typically I'm not more aggressive than.
She said she don't want no pussy ass nigga. That's what she said.
That's not the type
So
of
you
guy
wouldn't date a pussy like at all.
No.
A simp.
Don't call him pussy.
I mean,
He's just not aggressive.
It's not like she's saying she need a
I
shooter.
like masculine men.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's hard for me to like, if you're not a masculine, like I need to feel protected by you.
Yeah.
I need to, like, so if I can tell I'm not, I don't usually date people that I'm more aggressive than. No. So no.
Like
Okay.
if she see like a bug and she expected you to
Yeah,
kill it,
like,
not hide
come
behind
on.
her.
Yeah.
It's it's part of the reason why I don't really like shorter guys.
What is whoa?
I know this-
Yes, we got one. We got one. What does being short have to do with being aggressive?
No,
My
I
fault, bro.
don't know.
I feel like shorter guys are more down to earth. That's my joke for the day.
They be the ones. Yeah, that was good.
No.
Good.
Yeah, because I'm short. I'm tiny, so I can't be like.
But
with
you know,
another
short niggas
tiny-
be popping off. Like
Yeah, they
them
got
niggas
the
be
bullet.
ready.
Those the rowdy niggas. Be the short
Yeah,
niggas.
facts.
Lanes
They be-
and all
yeah,
of that,
exactly,
you know? Like,
exactly.
doing too much.
Those be
You're
the
doing
ones
too
in the
much.
gym lifting up everything.
Oh, facts.
Like,
3
yo.
plates, 8
Doing
times.
too much. If I'm little and you're little, nobody's gonna take us serious. People are gonna like try you, and I can't.
All right, let me ask the fellas. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like your shorty was more aggressive than you, and you was like, oh nah, this is not.
I'm at a stage in my life, I'm not even dealing with that, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I know I don't got time for that. You got time for that?
I don't like aggressive women.
Me either.
Yeah, yeah. No.
If they're aggressive towards you, or if they just have aggression
In
when-
general.
Define
general,
aggressive.
yeah.
Like,
the
I feel like I'm aggressive.
the act.
Do you feel like she's
Can
aggressive?
I finish? Nigga, look at me dead in my soul. Do you feel like she's aggressive, Drew?
I'm actually curious.
Are you scared?
Because he treat me like that. Like, I'm
Nah.
mad
Tiny
aggressive.
is very. She's very feminine. She's very feminine.
But
She has a different side, but I think that's all women. I
Yeah.
think they all have that.
yeah, what?
You know what I'm saying?
Only time I want my woman aggressive is if my order is wrong or something.
I thought you was gonna say in the bedroom.
That's all.
Wait, you not like aggressive women in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Really?
Aggressive women in the bedroom be trying to do.
Nah,
Tie
take
me
control.
Wait, what? Whoa, Time out. Give him a closer. Give him a closer. We got one. We got one.
Yeah, which camera I'm looking at?
Yeah, that one right there.
So reverse missionary.
Yeah, legs in the air.
You pushing it.
So you into like S&M and stuff like that?
Nah.
Nah, whips and chains.
You said tie you up.
Nah, I'll take. I'm with the shits.
Yeah, tie me up. Don't beat
Tie me up, choke me, all that.
Candle wax.
I've had that done to me.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's too kinky for me. Sorry.
That's-
Yeah, I feel like that's more
a
kinky
story
than
for another
aggressive.
day.
I don't think that's aggressive.
Some people got different kinks and stuff.
Aggressive or submissive?
As far as what, sex?
Yeah.
A healthy combination. No, I'm joking.
fucking-
I like them, no. I like them aggressive.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Really?
Like just to like take charge.
Like,
I'm
you know,
not,
squeeze your
love
throat a
that
little
shit.
I'm
bit.
not saying you could do that a little bit. Yeah.
Smack you up.
Yeah.
Don't.
You don't
get
want to
too
smack?
crazy.
Huh?
You don't want to smack?
I mean, a light one. Don't get crazy.
Okay.
You want her to smack? Wait, you want her to smack you?
Bite me, all that. Get crazy.
You can
Wait.
bite me, scratch my back, all
Get
that.
crazy.
Nah.
You hit me too
Submissive.
hard.
Submissive? Me too. My nigga. Yeah.
Aggressive is kind of, I don't know. But good.
Yeah, I'm
Teach
gonna
it
act
though.
like I'm the biggest you ever
Nah,
had.
that biting and scratching shit. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All right.
But I've had that with submissive women where they leave the scratches on your back.
Yeah. Aggressive, right?
What do you mean? Like
You
men?
say you like aggressive
Oh,
men.
yeah.
Okay. So
As a
I'm
man,
assuming
I
you're
feel-
submissive, you know, when
Yeah.
that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Toss up.
Yeah.
She tiny.
Like
Toss up.
like I was gonna say, I like a healthy combination of both. You take a little bit of charge, you're a little submissive. A little bit of both is not bad.
Fulfill-
Shout out to Ladies Pitch Podcast in the
Yeah.
chat.
Hey, we in like a little podcast group chat.
Okay. Welcome.
Shout out
She
to
saes yes,
Sign me up.
but I don't.
I'm gonna add y'all to the chat.
Word.
But I don't ever. Don't try and recruit Austin from the pod. That's what y'all trying to do.
Okay,
We gotta
don't
keep.
hold-
We gotta
don't hold
keep.
your mans in that.
We
I'ma
gotta
add y'all to the
keep
chat.
this
Leave,
nigga.
I'm going.
We gotta keep this nigga at all costs.
Y'all gotta come to our shows.
That's a fact.
Small talk.
Facts.
Definitely. You got
That's
enough-
it. They set up is OD nice.
You got enough
Thank
Michelle's
you.
for us?
Yes.
Enough what?
Michelle's.
Michelle's?
Yeah. I'm not gonna call the mic.
Okay. Ladies Pitch Podcast says yes, but I don't ever see it. But I've been told I'm aggressive. LOL. If you soft, just say that.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like
Kyrie Class says I'm sorry, but I'm scared of mice and rats. Shorty gonna have to kill the mice.
Nah, that's crazy.
I mean, at least lay the trap down. No, you-
Yo, I just picture Kyrie.
yo, let me tell you. But you know, I feel like I dated like the most like probably aggressive guys you would think, and they're scared of rats. Like I think I've never met a guy
I
that's
don't
not
fuck
scared
with
of a rat.
roaches.
You more scared of roaches than
They're
rats?
rats?
Yeah, them big motherfuckers, ones that fly.
Yo,
Oh
the-
yeah, nah.
yo,
That's
hold
just
up.
different.
Not the Puerto Rican roach.
Y'all gotta stop coming at
I think-
Latinas, okay?
I think every like New York rats, like Brooklyn rats and shit. Them shits is huge.
that's a
Everybody
that's a
is
different
gonna
breed
be
of
like,
rat.
oh
Yeah,
shit,
like-
you know.
Yeah.
But little mice, that's nothing.
Yeah, not them dogs that be
We
in the
can't both
city.
be scared. I need you to take.
Lily Wilson says, Kyrie, as a new homeowner, if you ever run into that issue, there's a sound machine that wards off rodents because I don't want your wife to have to kill them. That's a fact, Kyrie. Thank you, Lily. We appreciate it. She always got
The fact that she's
Lily
defending
with
your
the
wife
facts is crazy.
And then Reggie says, can't be letting your woman take charge in the bedroom. That's the beginning of the end.
See, I never said take charge. See, that's what happens when
He
you
said-
don't.
yeah,
Aggressive.
she
If
said
she's aggressive,
a
she's
healthy
taking
balance.
charge.
No, she's
No,
not.
I'm
a
still
healthy
me.
balance.
I'm
A healthy
confused.
balance.
If she's being aggressive, if she's
she's
choking
Are
you
choking
y'all,
out.
are y'all fighting?
Listen,
So it's two niggas aggressive in the
Listen,
bedroom?
No. Let me ask you a
I'm
question. Right? Let me
confused.
ask
What
you
are
a
we
question.
doing?
If your girl, basically like, yo, she wants it now, and whips your shit out and does whatever you not gonna like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna like that.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
aggressive.
That's aggressive.
I'm aggressive
That's what I'm
too.
talking
That's
about.
kinky.
I'm gonna blow your back
I
out,
think
and
it
you
has to be
gonna
a
wild
healthy
out on
balance.
me.
Yeah, it has to be a healthy
You don't
balance.
That's
want
kinky.
no, like,
It's more
crazy
kinky than
aggressive girl.
aggressive.
This Reggie thinking about
You don't consider that
somebody
aggressive? I feel
getting
like
the strap. Like,
Oh, she like grabs you, tosses you in the bed, rips your pants off, like pulls your pants off.
No,
That's
no,
a
no.
little too much.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, you can push me on the bed.
can she rip your pants off?
Yeah, that's regular though.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
I think everyone
right.
likes a healthy balance.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
you looking at me like
the
that?
aggressive that Shorty was talking.
Because you're agreeing with me, but you talk about, it's weird.
Sammy J says, Drew ain't never heard of trading places. Usher, yeah, I have. Yes. And Zay says, I'm only scared of bees and hornets. I ain't trying to get stung. Also, Kyrie answered Lily's question. Kyrie says, oh, let me know. Luckily, no mice or rats upstairs, but there are ants, spiders, and spider crickets.
Send them to Amazon.
Spider
What
crickets?
the fuck is a
Spider
spider
cricket.
cricket?
That's some
Yeah,
fucking
what is that?
Westchester shit.
I got
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's
I never heard that.
they came from Albany.
All right, moving on. We got another clip we about to play. I think we gonna go with this one because this one's a little bit more. This one's a little bit better. I feel like this is gonna be more.
I mean,
interesting
these
topic.
Uggs, like
Don't let it touch the mic.
Yes, sir.
These Uggs, like I don't have to
Yeah,
say that.
but, like-
I need Uggs for the winter time. I'm not giving that back.
So like maybe I can't afford to buy you red bottoms and Fendi and Gucci and Louis and Dior. I can't afford to do it, right? But he did all of that in the past, and every time we go out, you're wearing his stuff. It's a slap in the face to the guy that you're currently
You
with.
need to get your money up. It should be motivation. First of
It
all,
should
you
be
got a bitch who's
motivation.
with you, who had that type of guy, and now she's with you. You should be like, damn, I gotta step my game up.
We're talking about principles here. The principle is that you are wearing memorabilia of your last relationship.
So you gonna tell me to return my shoes if you can't afford them?
I mean,
I can't afford them either, but I got them. So why the fuck am I gonna get them back?
That's stupid.
All right.
Yo,
What the fuck? Yo, look at
What happened? Someone said something crazy.
Somebody-
Emelina in the chat.
somebody don't
Emelina.
respect this.
Emelina says,
Emily.
Emelina says, would any of y'all get pegged by your girl?
Never.
Nope.
Hell no.
Which
Huh?
I said no,
What?
never. I'm saying I was gonna say, but they like aggressive. No, nigga, never.
You didn't say no.
It's an obvious no.
Nah, niggas said no. You said.
Nigga said,
Listen. Being aggressive doesn't mean being penetrated. What do you?
But actually, penetration is actually the.
I don't want my ass ate, none of that.
That's a fact. Don't touch my ass.
I mean,
don't,
ass
nah.
eating is not crazy.
No, I'll eat her ass.
No, that's not what I meant.
you had your ass ate?
It's not that crazy. That's crazy for y'all?
You got your ass ate before?
You never ate ass?
I've never ate nobody's ass.
You never wanted to,
And
like,
no,
nothing?
I've never had no type of nothing to want to eat somebody's ass.
No nigga ever like laid
No
it,
nigga
just
I've
lift his
ever
legs
fucked
up?
with ever asked me to eat their ass.
That's crazy.
Not
Want
ass.
that energy,
Now, if you
like,
asked to
people
get
that-
your ass eaten, that's
No,
wild.
if you ass is wild, but if you just like lift your
if you
legs up
ask,
a little
that's
bit like a bat.
Asking
Like a
me to
bat.
eat your ass is crazy. That's crazy.
Anyway, moving on.
I've got the gooch lick
No
before.
judgment.
That's crazy.
The gooch is the ass, pretty much.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's above.
How am I wilding, Zay? Zay, how am I wilding?
That's kind of crazy.
What the gooch or the ass?
Niggas like what they like.
It's true.
Yo, y'all never got your ass ate?
Nah, bro.
You dead ass?
Never.
Wow.
You have?
So you like ass?
No, I don't like ass.
It's like asking is crazy.
Yo, this clip is gonna be amazing.
She said so. You like ass?
No judgment zone.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm definitely judging.
You still my
I
man.
know some niggas that have.
Damn, Tiny.
I don't see anything. I don't see
I know
anything
some
wrong.
homies that enjoy
You
it.
listen,
That ain't
you
my
gonna leave him
repertoire.
hanging?
Listen,
You gonna leave me hanging?
it feel good.
Yo, I cannot.
All right, moving on.
That's crazy.
Moving on where?
It's a little
Now
awkward.
let's go back to our clip.
Yo, Reggie says, Drew, say 10 Hail Marys, my brother. And then Emelina says, Drew, you deflected. Now I want to pet.
Hey, yo,
What? She would have begged you. Drew.
Well,
that's crazy.
Because you like your ass ate. I mean,
That's
like,
I'm gonna see you. I'm definitely gonna see you. Not about pegging.
That's what you gonna see.
I'm gonna see you.
I
I'm
think.
gonna peg you.
He said, set up that
Pause.
Nah, pegging a dude is crazy.
word.
Pegging, like,
Yeah.
as a
That's
female, it's like I want to peg you. Like that's you going
but
against
you
his
think that's
masculinity.
Crazy, but you like eating your ass is not crazy.
Yeah, you know, she down there. She giving a little toppy.
That's crazy.
She give a little lick. She go from the
I
balls
had
to
a
the
girl ask me. I was like, nah, I'm good.
balls to the gooch, gooch to the ass.
I'm not eating no ass.
Yeah, you mad graphic.
I'm sorry. I'm not eating no niggas.
No?
ass. And if you ask me to eat your ass, probably
Right.
Nigga asked me to
He
eat
said
his
balls.
ass,
For
it's
everything
over.
else.
Really?
He
I've
said
never
balls to the
yeah,
gooch,
like,
gooch
what?
to the ass.
If you out here asking to get your ass
ask me to eat
eaten,
your ass. I'm
that's
not sure
wild.
you ask to eat your ass.
You don't
Like, what
ask to
you
get your
into?
ass eat. She offers. See, you ain't never like a nigga enough.
I've never had no desire to eat no nigga's ass. And I highly doubt I will. I'm sorry.
All right, wait till
I'm
you
looking
get
at
to
you
your
crazy.
31.
Don't just do it. Mess around, get the top of your head punched. Don't.
Yeah,
Y'all eat ass?
Nah.
I have.
I'm not ashamed. I've done it.
Nah, when I'm down there, I'm down there. I'm eating everything.
That's what she say.
Okay.
that's crazy.
That is against. She is testing your masculinity right
Yeah.
there.
And
Yo,
you're
Zay
allowed
says,
it.
and what makes it worse, Drew, is that you brolic. Thank you, Zay. I appreciate that.
Brolic is crazy.
Wait, Zay, did you just admire Drew?
Listen, Sammy J says, all right, this is iffy because I'm a collector and I have action figures and plushies and I have been bought by my ex and I have gotten rid of them and don't plan on it. I have not gotten
This
rid
is
of
going
them.
back to the
Yeah,
clip.
this was the
Yeah,
original
yeah,
topic
yeah.
before we
Yeah.
veered, you feel me,
To
into
eating ass.
niggas
Well,
liking
hold on,
their
let me
ass
hit the
ate.
button because that was a great transition.
Yes.
All right, bringing us back. Thank you,
Honestly,
Sammy.
I do feel like if you got something from an ex, I feel like you have every right of keeping that shit.
Absolutely.
In any
Right.
whatever new relationship you get in, I'm
Right.
not throwing my gift away or giving it up just because you don't
Absolutely
like
not.
the fact that my ex got me
Funny
something.
shit.
But the thing is, you cannot flaunt the fact that you got it from said person.
Yeah,
That's
I
where
agree
the
with
that's
that.
where the issues
It's a
come in.
respect thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's a
If you
respect
go into a new situation and you're like, oh yeah, my ex bought me this and this and the third, and like I'm your
What is that about?
I'm your man. I'm
Yeah.
sitting right next to you. I'm like, like, I'm
Yeah.
really contemplating this relationship at that point.
Don't use it to try to get something out of me.
Right.
You know, like Shorty said, "Oh, my last nigga did it for me." It should be
Oh, yeah, nah,
motivation
that's
for you
crazy.
to do it for me. Don't
Can they
do
bring
that.
it up at all?
No, I think that if you have things from your ex, you don't even have to disclose that you got
Right.
it from your ex.
Right. If-
Like why do you feel like you have to tell me that, or why do I feel like I have to ask you where you got that
Yeah,
from,
that's
ex,
weird.
or who
your
bought
ex
you
is
that?
your ex for a reason.
But you never asked a girl like who got you that?
No,
Nah.
I'm on
Really?
my business.
That's
Not really.
insecurity.
I'm on my business.
That is insecurity.
I'm on my
I'm
business.
not asking.
Or not who you got you that, but where'd you get that from?
Unless we talking about something.
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
How much
Right.
was that? Oh, I don't know. It was a gift.
gift.
Oh, who got
Yeah,
that for you?
simple. I'll leave it at that.
That's
I'll
it?
leave it at
Nah,
that.
Leave it at it.
Really?
It's a gift.
Y'all never asked that? Damn,
No,
that's-
so
there's
you're
no
insecure.
reason
That's
to, bro.
It's insecurity, Sean.
I get my ass
But I
eaten. I
think-
get insecure. Shit crazy,
think
bro.
that-
I'm by myself. I
It's
need
tough.
I need someone new here, man.
Insecure with a wet butt is crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's definitely. I think the guy in the clip was
Woosah.
very insecure.
I'm gonna get you back.
Revenge.
Yeah, it's not disrespectful if you're wearing something that your ex
Yeah.
bought you. If your ex bought you a car and you're driving the car, it's not disrespectful. I don't expect you to return
rid of it.
anything
Yeah.
that your ex bought. Like it's yours,
Right.
Yeah.
and you
That's
had it
weird.
before you knew me.
Right.
You ain't
So-
gonna be wearing no basketball shorts though.
Yeah, like if it's the nigga clothes, that's different.
Yeah, that's why. That's
How is
why.
that different?
That's
It
totally
is.
different.
How is that different?
That's
It's
different, bro.
different.
If you
It's an
if you
item
linked
that was
with your
given to you.
yeah,
Never hoop in her fucking life. Why you got basketball
if
shorts?
she wear his sweaters,
That's
that's
different.
his,
if
bro.
Somebody, like I have jewelry from like ex-boyfriends, I'm not getting rid of the jewelry, but me wearing his T-shirt around my new
That's
nigga, like
crazy.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like, what are you doing?
But what's the difference? It's
It's
an
a big
item.
difference.
It's an item
If
that
I-
the person
Big
got
difference.
you.
One was a gift. to you. The other was something of his that you now have.
Right.
Okay, what if it was a gift that he gave to you?
Why would he
What,
give me
basketball
his
shorts?
size T-shirt or his size?
Right. I'm
vest?
not gifting you my hoodie.
Yeah. Like,
Tell me, you never asked the dude for like one of his shirts or like a
yes,
shirt
but
that he
Not
was
as
has?
a gift,
to me.
nigga.
If he gives it to you, if you ask him
That's
for
not a
it
gift.
and he gives
That's
it to
not
you,
a
that's
gift.
gift.
bro.
If I was dealing with you and I'm at your house or whatever, and I take your hoodie.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. You've never asked. I've been asked for my stuff before. Like, hey, can I get one of your T-shirts? Can I have one of your T-shirts so I can wear at home? I've been asked that question before.
Well, I
That's a
don't know.
gift
That's
if I
weird.
give it to you. Now,
That's
if
weird.
Shorty is wearing the T-shirt,
That's not a gift,
That-
bro.
Yeah, it's not a gift. That's weird.
It's not a gift.
Like I have like
It's not.
old boyfriends.
Let me know in the
clothing.
chat,
I'm
y'all.
not. That wasn't a gift.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I see my shorty wearing dude's basketball shorts, we going outside and playing for your heart. It's about to be real love and
Dunking on,
basketball. You
nigga.
better not lose.
it's the same thing.
You better not lose.
It's the same
It's
thing.
not the
It's
same.
not the
It's
same
not the
thing.
same.
Something that was given to you for you to own, and it was something that I owned that you now have. It's different.
Especially if you went to college,
Yeah,
you
that-
ain't gonna.
It's different.
That's how
That's
can you say
different.
that's the same?
When you buy something, all right, is it yours?
It's mine.
Okay. If you give that same thing that you bought to somebody
Right,
else,
but it was mine. Right,
Right.
it was mine.
It's you.
once you purchase it, it's yours.
Bro,
Once you give it
So-
away, it's
Hold
a
on,
gift.
no. My friend
It's the
has-
same shit.
My friend
This
has
nigga.
given, like, when we went to the park to go play ball, my friend has given me basketball shorts. It wasn't a gift. It was something I needed at the time.
That's kind of gross, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So let me ask you: you dating a girl and she has
It was clean.
jewelry from her ex? You gonna make her get rid
Not a
of
ball
it?
player.
What?
You gonna make her get rid of it if you?
No,
dating a girl?
She can keep
But
all
you
of
gonna
that.
feel away?
No.
If she
I feel like if you have a gift from a different outside relationship, you can keep it.
Answer this: if she's wearing his old hoodie, it was
In bed with
oversized,
you.
is his, and she's cuddling with you, you're not gonna feel
And then
away.
she says, yeah,
be like, yo, who
this
hoodie
hoodie's
that?
so comfortable.
What's the difference?
But you gonna be cool with it? I'm just asking.
Nah.
Only
I
if
don't
she
think I'm
eating
gonna
his
be cool with that.
ass.
I don't think.
It's a gift
I don't
from
think
her
I'm gonna be
ex.
cool with that. But I don't think I'd make it a big deal either. I don't think about yo, take the hoodie off. It's the same thing. If he got her a watch, yo, take that watch off. I was given a watch as a gift, right? Me and that girl broke up. I got into a new relationship. She didn't like the fact that I was wearing that watch because she asked me where'd I get the watch from. I said it was a gift from a previous relationship.
Why'd you say all that?
Yeah. Why did you
Because
say
she
that?
asked me who gave it to me.
So
doesn't matter.
you stopped wearing that watch.
I never stopped wearing it. I kept it on. The funny thing
okay.
is that she kept on bothering me about getting rid of the watch. She bought me a watch that was similar to that shit, and I literally lost the watch the next week.
Oh, that's crazy.
It just disappeared.
So you cared about
She
your
a
ex
dub
more.
now,
You
right?
cared about your ex girlfriend more. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
She a dub now, though, right?
We're not together.
Oh. She a dub.
I'm confused. I don't know what you're asking me here.
How could you lose it? Like that was so careless.
And I've had that watch for years, and it just
Oh, you lost
disappeared.
the old one.
I lost the old watch, not
Oh,
the
she
new
definitely
one.
took it.
She took it.
She took
She
it.
took
yeah,
it.
that's a,
But
that's a
I don't think she would have had the
She
chance
wearing
to
it
take
right now.
Yeah, she took that shit right off your wrist.
Yeah, I thought she meant the new one.
And she
All right.
watching the show.
She took that shit and replaced it. Like,
Right.
nah.
Yeah, like get this out of
She
here.
a real one though for that.
Yeah,
Let me
I'm
read-
about to say that she real
She ain't
bad.
just take it. She said, "I'm gonna get you a watch."
Yeah, that's
Let me read
fire.
some of these chats. Reggie Porter says, if it don't come up organically, then it don't need to be discussed.
I agree. Fact.
Jay next door, shout out Jay in the chat. He says, that's not something I would think about bringing up, but if I like it, I'm going to keep it. Okay, I agree with that. Reggie says, but if you're not going to wear it around your new I guess woman, you should give it back, no?
Nah, don't give it
is
back.
it your new man? Is that what
I'm
he's
not
saying?
giving nothing
Don't
back.
give it back. Throw it away.
I'm not
Because
giving
what
it
you
back.
don't. The last thing you need is a reason why you saw your ex. Why you in a
Sherry-
relationship.
Sherry
Right.
Rose says, because I'd rather throw his shorts and t-shirt out than the car he got me.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It's your car.
And then Reggie Porter says, nah, both sides are right, because if she wearing that same jewelry around me, I'm going to be like, question face.
If it's really bothering you, buy me a new one.
I mean,
You can't do that then. So keep it
See,
cute.
that's kind of
See,
crazy.
that's the problem right there. See, this is what we talking about.
right. That's what the second shorty
Well,
said.
let's just not talk about it then. Because if you're gonna bring it up like it's an issue, if you have a problem, then buy me a new one. So I don't gotta wear this one, like your girl did.
I'm all for
She got
letting
you
you
new.
let you have your stuff. That
I
you
would
have.
never throw that in my new partner's face, like, oh, my ex bought me this and
Yeah.
flex it. I
Wait,
would
so
never
y'all
do that.
never
My ex
asked.
bought me red
Y'all
bottoms,
never
so you should be
asked.
buying me red
like
bottoms.
where a gift came from. Y'all never asked who got you
I'm
that.
not that curious.
I'm not that. So I'm big on.
I don't believe y'all
don't-
niggas.
And I feel like guys are not like this, but
really
I'm big
don't.
on not asking stuff that I know is gonna hurt my feelings. So even if I suspect, like, damn, his fucking ex girl bought him that, I would never ask because I don't like hurting my own feelings. I feel like niggas be trying to ask stuff and y'all don't be ready for the answer. Like,
We like when you lie to us.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna ask though, Because if I know that you telling me your ex bought that is gonna hurt my feelings and I can't afford it, I'm gonna be like, nah, why would I ask?
All right, Sherry Rose says, a gift is when somebody buys you something out of the kindness of their heart that they did not know you were going to purchase it for them. That's a gift.
Right.
It's not a gift if someone asks you for a t-shirt and you have it to them because they asked you for it. Okay.
You know how many Valentine's
Shout out
days
Cherry
I coulda
Rose in the
saved
chat.
if
Cherry
a hoodie
Rose.
and shorts was a gift?
Happy Valentine's Day. Here's my old T-shirt. It still
Love
smell
you,
like
babe.
me.
All right, we're going to move
I
on to
scored
the
15
next
in these.
segment. So,
Yo, you got extra battery?
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It died?
No, but
All right, we're going to move it. We're going to move on.
you got like a couple minutes.
All right. We're going to move on to the next segment. What's the word? So you know what What's the Word is because you've been here before. You forgot, didn't you? Hey, basically, What's the Word is the main topic of the pod. So it's the main shit we're going to be talking about.
Let's get it.
All right, so we're going to go into a situation that involved Shakespeare. Or, you know, I'm going to let Shake talk about it.
I'm gonna summarize it, keep it
All right,
brief.
I'll be right back.
So basically, let me put it this way. So, say you're in a situation where you overhear a friend saying something about their significant other, something that could, that's small but could later down the line affect them. So,
Affect their significant other?
no, like
Affect your friend in
Yeah.
a negative way.
affect them in a negative way.
So you're basically having a conversation to protect your friend.
Okay.
Right. So, you give your 2 cents, they're not receptive to it. They're more so feeling like you're trying to tell them what to do. But all you're trying to do is make sure they're being proactive instead of reactive. And then the person then says to you, well, this has nothing to do with you. I wasn't talking to you. So, me personally, I felt in the situation I was in, I'm not going to get too deep into details. I felt like that response was something like I know this person real well. Something I would never say to them. I took it as disrespect. So I felt like personally, me, I don't play with disrespect. So I'd rather cut you off as a friend than continue make you feel comfortable doing that. So the question is, what's the question?
When is it time to dead a friendship, or when is it the right time to dead a friendship,
Right.
and when are you being too good of a friend? When are you being too much of a friend? Because yesterday when we spoke about it, we were saying, I think Austin said maybe you were, trying to be a better friend than what she wanted.
expecting at the moment,
what she
right.
wanted. You feel
Right.
me? So I think, in my opinion, from that situation, it just seemed like to her you overstepped.
Right.
And she didn't want to hear that shit.
Right.
You know? Sometimes you giving someone more than they want from you.
Right.
And they lash out. It hurts because you like, yo, I'm looking out for you. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to look out for you, and they just don't want it.
But there's a point where I feel like if it came from another person within the friend group, it wouldn't have got the same response.
You don't know that for sure, do you?
Yeah.
True.
Nah,
You're just assuming.
No, I feel that because of other situations that happen.
Right.
Right, because of the position I hold within the
Katani
friend
getting her
group.
therapist badge.
Right? Like the position I hold is like, all right, yo, he's a fun, cool, whatever kind of guy. But then like when it comes to serious situations, like I'm like, well, I do tend to like, yo, this is probably, especially if I've been through that situation, this is probably the best way to take care of it. But I don't know, like I just feel personally that, the way, even if you wasn't receptive to it, there was a way of
The way they responded was
right,
disrespectful.
right.
Yeah.
Now,
So wait, let me
yeah.
just ask, Tiny and Dean, like, have you guys ever been in a situation where you're giving advice to a friend, they're completely like, I don't want your advice at the moment, right? But you feel like it was the best advice for them at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm also, it's funny we bring this topic up because I also felt like, I don't know, not to bring up being 30. I just entered 30 club.
30.
What I have noticed now getting older, right? I started noticing like different like conflicts within like my long-term friendships, and it's like a very uneasy feeling, right?
Right.
Because it's like different conversations, we're all going to do different things, we're all venting or whatever. And I think what I like to do, and I don't know if this is like my therapist brain or my social worker brain, but I usually like assess whatever the person's telling me. Like, for one, do I know this person's receptive to what I have to tell them? Are they there yet?
Right.
Or are they just venting because they just need to let this
To
out?
listen, yeah.
So am I just here to be like, I assess that before I speak
Right.
and before I think about it, right? So I typically won't offer advice if I feel like this person's gonna, one, they're not gonna be receptive to it. Two, they didn't ask for it.
Right.
Three, you know, like, not that you were wrong, right? Because you're just being a friend. But it's like, yeah, maybe they needed to hear that, but maybe they didn't need to hear it from you. Maybe they weren't in that space to hear that right now.
Right.
Because sometimes I just need to get it out. I don't need you to tell me what I should and shouldn't do.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And not that that makes you a bad person. But to your point, like, yeah, your response also means a lot too, because you think about it like, I would never respond to you like that.
Right.
So it's like, you know, like, I value you. So then I start looking at you funny.
Right.
So for me, I think for any friendship where, especially now, I got to the point where it's like, I'm cool with cutting off friendships. If you disturb my peace in any kind of way, if I can't be
Speak
myself
on it.
around you, or if I gotta like tiptoe around you, or like I don't get along with your partner, I can't be around that. We too grown,
Facts.
we're
I
too
feel
old.
that.
That's
you
where
know?
I'm at
Like,
with Austin and Shake right now. I don't feel like
You see how
they add
people
any
turn 30 and
value.
they change?
They add
You don't
any
have time.
value.
You don't have time for the
But this
bullshit.
nigga is on record saying that if you're not growing with him, he gonna leave you behind. What you think about that? Now, what you think? Dean? Have you ever had to the question he asked?
I know for me, I learned this maybe a few years ago. Some people don't like when you have a solution to their problems, man.
It's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a
Some
fact.
people really don't like it. Like, for instance, like, I had a friend where she wasn't working at the time. So, you know, knowing me, I'm trying to be a great friend. Every job opportunity, I reach out to my people. Any job opportunity I hear from, I'm like, yo, this is hiring. This, go to this internship. Da 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 da. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, how you being picky? You don't got no job.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
like,
fact.
like what? And then you giving advice, but they listening, but they not taking it in. So
Yeah.
it's like, how you claim you depressed or you going through this and that, but you're not even making the initiative to be better or work on yourself or try to solve your
Yep.
problem.
Sometimes they're not there yet.
I would say the
Right.
same thing. I give a lot of advice, but I don't give it often. I'll say something to you once or twice, and I'll know from once or twice if you're gonna seriously take my advice or not. So my thing is like, most people, they need to learn through actions and through their own experiences. I could tell you to do this 50,000 times, you will never do it until you do it the wrong way, and then you learn, oh, I should have done it the right way. Some people are just like that. They need to learn on their own.
On their own, yep. And it's like you said, sometimes they're just not there yet. They're not ready to, you feel me, take that advice. All right, let me get into the
Sometimes you
chat.
gotta let life whoop their ass.
Yeah, that is.
And
You
they're
can't
serious,
save, you
yeah.
can't
But
save them.
like what you said, sometimes that's when you gotta learn, like, all right, I need to cut this person off.
True.
It's just like,
Yeah, but I don't.
That's true.
I don't think I've been to a point where like the advice was like never. Like my advice was never received to a point where I was like, you know what, I need to cut them off.
Right.
It's more of me understanding like my advice is probably not best for you right now. As my friend, you just need to overcome this on your own, or you need to hear it from somebody
Right.
else.
And-
I've
right.
had times where I've redirected. I was like, talk to another group of friends, like,
Right.
like yo, maybe they'll be
Right,
more
better.
willing to hear this from you than
Right.
from me.
Right.
So like me being a friend, I don't have to give you the message, but I know that this person may be able to get to you better than I can at
well,
the
I
time.
feel like it's draining though, because it's like you trying to kind of putting your problems on me, and I'm trying to help you, and you're not.
Yeah.
Not.
So I think like, yeah, not maybe going to the extreme of cutting you off, but I'll definitely distance
Distance
myself.
myself, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is
Put it
there a
that way.
difference?
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
there's a difference. Me
There's a
cutting
difference.
you off completely, you're no access to me. That's it. It's over.
Exclusive.
This
You gotta
is in
be
myself.
exclusive.
Yeah, like this is in
Cutting
myself.
you
It's
off
like
is-
you can hit my
yeah.
line up about something else. You want to go to
Right.
brunch or something? You know what I'm saying? We
Oh,
can
so
do
you'll
that.
still hang out with
Yeah,
them.
like
Right,
depending
right.
on the situation. Now with shit like this,
He like,
I don't think Deem agrees.
well, it depends. Disrespect is different. If I feel disrespected, then I'm not gonna say maybe depending on relationship. Like how
Right.
bad did you disrespect me? How long is that friend? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you might need to get cut off.
Because I was thinking about it, I was like,
Disrespect is crazy.
right.
But you got to know when you're doing too much.
Right. It doesn't.
Yeah.
But no matter how much you do, it never warrants disrespect. That's my thing. It don't warrant disrespect. And I'm somebody who would. I know people say I'm crazy for this. I stand on my square when it comes to respect because I'm gonna give it to you. I
Yeah.
expect it.
Yeah.
Nigga,
If
nah,
I
fuck
don't-
with you.
Especially if you're not someone that typically would disrespect
Right.
someone.
Yeah,
Right.
or
I don't-
yeah.
like, of
but
course,
then
I'm-
again, because you said it's not someone who really disrespects you. I'm going back to your scenario.
Right.
They don't really disrespect you like that. So maybe them saying what they said was unknowingly disrespecting you, and I don't. Maybe that in terms is more like for a conversation than like I'm done with this bitch. You feel me? Or this person. Sorry.
Person.
My bad.
Wait, but did you ever think that maybe his or her response, the disrespect, not that it warranted disrespect,
Right.
but maybe your delivery, how they received whatever you were trying to say, that's what made them be disrespectful.
I mean,
Respond that way.
like when I speak, I let people know, like, I speak passionately. It's never at me like.
Okay, but I might not receive it that way. I might have received how you told me as disrespect.
But then, like, when people be like, yo, you kind of, I'll be like, yo, let me and tell you.
In that moment, I felt like it was disrespectful, or I felt judged. I felt attacked.
Okay.
So my response is to, I'm protecting myself. So now I'm aggressive. I'm disrespectful. So now you want to cut me off because I'm giving you the same energy I felt like I felt.
All right.
This goes back to Drew saying.
Okay, Tiny.
Let me
Okay.
get into the chat real quick. You have something to say, Dean?
No.
Zay says it's not that serious to stop being friends over that. Honestly.
Yeah, it depends.
Jay says he didn't have to respond like that. It's disrespectful, and you're just trying to look out for him. Sherry Rose says that's right. Time to dead a friendship. The right time to dead a friendship is when you feel like what has been done or said you cannot come back from, especially if you're trying to salvage a friendship and it's not happening. It's time to go. Reggie Porter says, honestly, you could dead the friendship or check that friend, because if they really your friend, they supposed to consider your perspective. A lot of the times, people ain't aware of how they respond. I agree with that 100%. He says, we need to bring back checking our friends, keeps people aware of the boundaries to not cross. What's the friend supposed to do?
Absolutely.
And her language says some people will be more receptive to others depending on the tone that you're giving them, so no matter the relationship, or they need to hear it multiple times from multiple people for it to click. Okay, you guys are y'all coming up with some shit in the chat today. Shout out to everybody in chat. If you have not liked the video yet, make sure you like the video.
Please.
Also, we're going to leave the link for the Small Talk Podcast in the description.
And
so,
And
D?
Demi's part of my panel on Small Talk Podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, small. Yeah, y'all Small Talk Podcast.
As a collective,
right? We're gonna leave the link. We also gonna leave their grams in there so y'all can follow them and and all that shit. All right, so we good?
Yeah. I got it out. I'm cool right now. I might not even dead the friendship the way I feel right now.
Yeah, don't dead it.
Nah, I'm not
Communication.
Niggas get dub every day.
Right,
B.
I'm not gonna dead the friendship. In the moment, I was just mad.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But
Leos, we get mad. We,
True.
we see
You
red.
guys are-
It
you guys
take a
are
lot
very-
to piss us off, but when we get pissed
Not
off,
me.
I feel like you guys are very.
Me, not him.
But Shay gives me different. She gives me a different Leo vibe. I don't know. I get different vibes from Shay.
I'm a January lead.
Yo, all right, so we moving on. All right, so this is another part of the what's the word? So this is a question I have for y'all. This is gonna be a good way to wrap things up, right? I was thinking the other day. I don't know what everybody's situation is. We all come from different paths. We all have different things we've been through, right? Especially when it comes to family, upbringings, all that shit. But I was thinking, I ain't come from like 2-family household. I didn't come from I had loving family.
You mean 2-parent household?
2-parent household. My fault. I didn't come from 2-parent household. Thank you.
Did not, or you
I did not. Thank
I
you.
come from a 2-family household.
Thank you,
You
Tony.
did not.
One house.
I didn't, but I was thinking like I remember when I was younger, I used to have this feeling of like, oh man, if things were like this, I would be in a better position. I used to have that narrative when I was high school and shit like that, and I feel like it held me back for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was thinking the other day, I was just literally driving to the gym, and I was like, yo, my life is on me. Like, no matter what happened, like with my family, with, my upbringing, nothing, they did what they had to do to put me in whatever position I'm in now. And now it's on me. Like, it was always on me.
Absolutely.
And I was just going to ask the panel, I was going to ask y'all, when did y'all come to that realization? Did it happen early for you? Because I feel like it happened kind of late for me. Did it happen early? Or did it happen at all? Do you still hold like some type of like, damn, if this didn't happen, you feel me?
Yeah.
For me, I feel like it happened kind of later, and it happened during therapy when I started therapy.
Ooh.
Shameless plug.
Therapy.
So, therapy definitely helped me reveal childhood traumas and how it affected me as an adult. So, yeah, I think it definitely, all your experiences in your life situations, I definitely think it shapes who you are as an individual. But at some point, you can't use that as an excuse for certain things. don't get me wrong, if this person grew up in a 2-family household and they were given different opportunities in a different neighborhood and different access, yeah, of course you're going to be steps ahead because you're presented with different opportunities. That just means for me, I have to work a little bit harder than you.
Right.
At some point, you have to. You can't keep leaning on that as a crutch to stop you.
Right.
Right. Because at the end of the day, you have to. I believe you create your own success, your own happiness, all of that. So
Absolutely.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dean, what about you?
I know for me.
Tune in for more on the Small Talk podcast.
Right. Plug.
I know for me, like my parents haven't been together my whole life, and they're both like married now. So like growing up, I would always,
Together or separate?
No,
Separate.
separate.
Okay.
I was gonna say, beautiful story. That would have been beautiful.
yeah. But like growing up, I would always say like, I want this family. I don't want to be like in a situation where my parents had me, where I saw the fighting, saw the arguing, and things of that nature. But I want to say for me, it probably happened when I was about maybe, I would say kind of late, so maybe like 25, because it's like, I would say I have parts of my mom and parts of my dad. I'm sure we all do, you know what I mean? So I would say, once you realize, like, I went through like a little depressive state. Once you realize that like you are in control of your own life, and like no matter what you do, no matter who you look up to or whatnot, once you realize and that like, listen, hold on, I kind of lost my train of
Take your
thought.
time, brother. Take your time.
Once you realize, like, listen, or I wrote down a plan for myself, and I'm like, this is where I want to be in like 5 to 10 years, and I'm the only one that can stop me. I'm the only one that's. Damn.
It's all right.
It's that wand getting to you.
You're your biggest critic.
I
Yeah.
am. I'm
That's
very
what it
hard
is.
on myself.
The only person that can stop you, literally, is you.
I'm very
And the
hard
only
on
person
myself.
that's gonna get you there is you.
It's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it's once you take accountability for your life and you realize there's no excuses, then the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
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 I froze up bad.
No, you good. You good.
What, it died?
Perfect.
And then both the cameras died?
No, not both. Yeah.
How you forget the battery, Drew?
In real time, y'all.
You did forget it. Because it's not here.
Okay, Tiny, look at you.
Come on, get a good angle, because you know they be eating
You gotta
me up.
zoom out. Yeah. Yeah. Tilt more. Zoom out more.
You gotta
Yeah.
get shake.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. That's it. But I wanna add to that.
Put it on the Amazon list. Buy batteries.
Right.
If anybody would like to donate,
I wanna add to that point though.
it's not bad at all.
Yeah. You look pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
Tiny at the center of the table.
Look at all this melanin.
Small talk.
Yo, if you are in the chat right now, make sure you like the motherfucking video, all
Damn
right?
right.
And subscribe and follow my podcast.
Our battery
Small
died, but
dot
fuck
talk.
it. We moving. Let's go.
Quick adjustment.
Yes.
But I wanna say, realizing, I wanna say like late high school, early college, I realized that like where I am, right, that's the starting point. It doesn't really matter how I got there. I was there, right? The biggest thing for me was learning what other opportunities were out there, what else was out. Like I didn't rely on, like I came from like kind of closed mind. I was like in Brooklyn. I knew my hood.
You from
I knew,
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh.
I knew my hood. I knew everything, right? So when
Used to be
yeah,
Crip.
nah, straight
Used to be
Brooklyn.
Crip?
Yeah, he
When I went to
yeah.
high school, I went to high school in the city. So it was a very different
I thought you was gonna say
experience.
some other shit. When I went to high school, I had to be Crip. Nigga.
No, it was just a more eye-opening experience that started a trend of like me exploring, me learning more,
Right.
me learning what's out there. Like I don't got to be in the hood every day. Like
Right.
like I know
The
that
city will do that to you.
Right, I know
Yeah.
that I could get out and I could go see this, I could do that. I don't have to live here. I could live somewhere else, but where I started is someone else's decisions, and that's how we got there.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm gonna take what I'm learning and experiencing and saying that's gonna drive me to control where
Right.
I want to be or where
So you
I know I
kind
could
of came
be.
to that realization kind of early.
Very early.
Yeah.
Very early.
So
That's dope.
can I ask you, have you ever been like upset at your Sorry, not to cut you off, Shake. I
No,
don't know
that's
if-
cool.
Yeah,
But,
cut off Shake Shack.
have y'all ever found yourselves like angry or upset at like maybe your parents or something? You know, like when you think about like you said, you didn't grow up in a 2-parent household, and neither did you, right? So, at any point in your life, like, were you upset, like, oh, my dad wasn't there? Like,
I wouldn't even say I wouldn't even say it was upset. It was more like I got to the point where I learned, like, yo, you make bread, but we here, something is a little off. Mm-hmm. But I that's like when I said, like, all right, I'm here, that ain't gonna change.
Right.
So I'm gonna make my bread. I know where the opportunities are. I know where I could explore. I know I could branch out. I could do whatever. The world's a big place.
Right.
You know.
So you never held no anger like towards your parents?
I don't think it was anger, nah.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it mostly came during the times of like struggling and shit.
Yeah.
You know, when I see my mom struggling, I'm like,
this piece of shit.
honestly, but here's the beautiful thing. And and to be honest, I don't like, my dad loved me and my mom loved me. But
of course.
But not everybody has that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But they did what they felt like was right for their lives in that moment. And they loved me how they felt like they could love me in that moment. You feel me? But me seeing certain things, I'm like, damn, if there was someone here, it might be better. But now I'm realizing after having conversations with both of them as an adult, that shit might have not even mattered. Like everything being perfect might have not even made everything work out. You know? Gotta shake.
Damn.
My bad.
Nah, me personally, like I don't know my dad. I put it to you that way. I don't know my dad. All I have is like memories of my mom before she had a car, leaving the crib early to get to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I have memories of. When it came to being upset, it was just certain things that, more materialistic things.
Yeah.
Like the sneakers I couldn't get, or, that the games I couldn't get because it was, in regards to me, just me and her.
Right.
But then as I got older, I just realized, I went from being the male in the house, and then it turned into the man of the house.
Yeah.
Like, there were certain things I had to take care of. I had to help out because she didn't have that assistance.
Right.
And were you angry about that?
At some points, but I got over it because I realized how much she does for me.
Right.
And how much like stuff I didn't see, that I didn't realize certain situations, and then she was like holding it down. So I couldn't, me, I don't hold grudges. I couldn't with certain things. I couldn't hold grudges. I couldn't be mad about that because of like she made shit happen. She squeezed the dollar out of a penny.
So for you, it was more like what you couldn't get, like materialistic, you feel like?
Yeah. Things like you couldn't afford and shit like that. Yeah, okay.
Right, because everybody else got the wrestling toy. I got the little green soldier.
I feel like that's interesting only because, like, when I think about myself, right, for me, like, so my parents were both involved in my life, but I have older parents, right? My dad is 80. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
My dad is 80.
God bless,
He'll be
God
81.
bless.
But
God
anyway,
bless.
For me, I was angry for a long time because I felt like emotional. I'm a female, so like daughter-dad relationship kind of thing. So it was like when I'm dealing with all these like ain't shit niggas, and I'm in like these toxic ass relationships throughout, like, I'm mad at my dad because like you ain't. I'm mad at more of the lack of emotional support from versus like material as a female.
Right,
to share that perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this.
It
takes a small talk podcast to come for us to talk about this mental health. Cause these niggas don't open up.
Y'all need to take a chance.
You too.
Y'all
Y'all both opened up.
Big talk.
We do a lot of mental health therapy. Drew came, and it was a lot of we therapy.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
I'm not trying to
It was like a
cry
therapy
on your show.
session.
Oh yeah, for sure. The thing so for those who don't know in the chat, they have a podcast, Small Talk podcast, but it's also like a twist on it. It's like a mental health.
Mental health.
Everything.
It's everything, but
Yeah, but I feel like y'all really bring it around to kind of like mental health, and I don't know if it's purposeful or if it's by accident, but I really enjoyed that part of it. You feel me? Okay. So yeah, let us, everybody in the chat, we put the links in the chat.
Make
for
sure you
Small Talk
subscribe.
Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. We also got their individual pages in it, right?
I'm not gonna lie, it came full circle to my chop my cheese. Basically, like I'll put it to you this way. When you watch somebody else's blueprint, right? And you try to apply that plan to yourself and it doesn't work out the way you seem, that blueprint wasn't meant for you.
Absolutely.
it wasn't meant for you to follow that plan. There may be some aspects you could have followed,
Yeah.
but to follow somebody else's footsteps is a big task.
We all got our own life to live.
That's a
Absolutely.
fact.
So I feel like, yo, stop watching what's going on in somebody else's yard. Worry about your garden.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't worry about their garden
Yeah.
and make sure that it flourishes and it grows.
That was a beautiful clip, but
The camera's off?
Nah, it's on.
Okay, so shut up.
Yeah, and you can't compare your lives to other people's lives either.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where you get.
I feel like,
Lost.
yeah, I think we kind of all know that, but let's be realistic too, right?
Comparison
Like,
is the
social-
thief of joy, right?
Yeah,
what it
that's
is?
the saying.
Yeah.
You should learn.
It's in the
You
Bible.
should
But I
learn
think,
from other people.
In today's world with social media and everything, how hard is it not to do that? Everybody's posting all these like accomplishments and like you comparing yourself to these people that's like, you know.
Right.
I think the
Yeah.
information is helpful. It's all about how you use it, right? Like if you get the information, don't look at it as I'm gonna copy what they did because it worked for them and it's gonna work for me.
Motivation.
But it's more like,
Right.
hey, XYZ worked. Maybe if I try X, it'll start my own YZ type thing. You know?
And that's what keeps me like down to earth is because I know somebody had to work for that.
Right.
It's not like it just happened for them. I don't know how many years of training and how many years of sacrifices they had to make in order to get there. So like I think people got to put that. People don't put that into perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say be transparent with your circle. Like for me, literally 3 years ago was probably the first time I was like open about salary with my colleagues, my friends. Like we talked about how much we like, and you learn what the opportunities are for you in your career because like, oh, this person makes X, right? I'm not gonna go to where they go to make X, but I know that I have the opportunity to make X because we have the same
push
background.
your limit.
We do the same work. So like, let's see what happens, right? And over 3 years, in my circle of colleagues who do the same line of work as me, like we keep that communication open. It's like, hey, this is an opportunity to make money. And it's like that increase in 3 years has been more than the 7 years that I've been doing my work, So
Yeah.
it's like being transparent about it, knowing what's out there. It's not the same exact path, but X is doing this here, right? Because here's something that they did. You could do it. You don't copy them, but
Just tweak
you
it.
know that you can get there.
Yeah.
On your
If
own.
someone did it, I could do
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what do you say to the people? Like I think for us, we're all a little bit older, a little bit more mature,
Hey,
and
whoa,
like
hey.
level-headed, right? What?
Be young.
I was gonna let her rock. I was like,
We're all a little bit older, right? 25 plus. You're like, come on, Austin, you're
Come
almost
on
in the
now.
30 club.
Come on now.
But so
Austin's-
what do you say
I mean,
for
Shake's 35.
What do you Shake is not 35 yet.
yet. She like, wait, is it this year?
About to hit his Jesus year. But what do you say to like the young? Because I feel like if I grew up in this generation now with like social media and everything, if I was like 18, 19, and the way you are able to see people's lives that they portray on this, it would be hard for me to be like, to be like level-headed and not almost be a follower because it's in your face, right? People are
Yeah.
posting, oh, I just got this car, but they're not telling you the story behind it, or like, they're giving you superficial advice.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, get an LLC, do this, do that, and it's like,
Don't buy that Big Mac. What you do is
Just buy
get the
Big
LLC.
McDonald's, save the 20 cents, and then you put it on LLC, and then you
I
start
hate
a
that
business,
shit.
write it
I
off for your
hate that
tax.
shit.
Yeah, that's what we see all the time, and they portray
not
like,
that easy.
like
Nah,
it's so
not at
easy.
all.
So what do you tell like the younger? It's easy for us because we know we should know better, right?
Right.
We're from a different generation, but like for this younger generation, I would have never made it through.
But what I realized too is you can't watch what other people got because you don't know what they did to get that.
Right, but you know that. I'm talking about for the younger,
Yeah.
the 20-year-olds that's seeing all these people, the influencers.
Somebody could
You know?
be in Dubai or whatever, but they credit card maxed out.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
They
I
sleeping on
know
the camel.
that, but if
I guess that's
I'm 19
that's the advice to them. Don't look at what other people got because you don't know how they got there. You know.
Tend to your garden.
Exactly.
Tend to your garden.
And it's gonna be hard. It's hard because it's
Right.
hard for me. I be having to cut the gram off sometimes. Like that shit affects me. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I take my hiatus and y'all know I be like I don't got the gram on my phone right now because it's just something about scrolling and just seeing different shit all day. It's just like it affects you. And when I'm off it, I feel more at peace. I feel more like I'm doing what I gotta do.
Right.
But honestly, I think if we grew up at that time, you don't know. You might have been able to handle it pretty well. Because there are some kids who are quick with the shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and it's because they grew up in that era, in this era.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. Any advice y'all would give the youth them?
I mean,
Youth them?
the analogy I came up with is, I put it to you this way, like, you know how they say April showers bring May flowers, right?
yeah.
All right. A flower that blooms in May, right, is not more beautiful than a flower that blooms in August. It's just a different time. Your time is coming.
All right, Shakespeare.
Come on, why you think
Now what the flowers coming out right now?
I like that.
Why do you
Shakespeare
think I
has
was
good, like,
bestowed?
His name
with
is
the
actually
name?
Shakespeare.
Oh wow.
That's my last name. Yeah,
Oh wow, that's
What's
lit.
your last name? I thought it was your first name.
that's my last name.
Austin, anything you want to leave?
My
him with?
last name is Felix.
No,
My last name is French.
no, it's not.
It is.
What's
I'm
your last
Haitian,
name?
Drew. Come
Oh,
But what is it though?
on. Come on.
What is it?
Come on.
I'm over here. I'm waiting for. I'm like,
You got anything you want to say before we go?
don't believe what you see on the internet.
All
I thought my
right.
camera was right there. Don't
over
believe
there.
what you see on the internet.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. We had a great show. Shout out to Sherry Rose. Sherry Rose says that her dad is also 81, and she says that you are very smart and that she'll be tuning into y'all podcast.
Thank you.
She says I'm definitely tuning in to Small Talk, and she says love y'all too. YMATL. I ain't never seen Sherry Rose in here. Number
been
one.
Here, she's been here before.
Never
seen
mind. I'm
Sherry
sorry. I was about to
Rose.
black. My fault. Shout out to Sherry Rose. Shout out to Gus the Third. Shout out to Reggie Porter. Shout out to Isaiah. Shout out to Fresh. Shout out to all our new viewers. Sherry Rose is new.
No, she's not. She's been here before, but there's been times where she
Come on,
couldn't catch
Drew.
it live, so she caught it afterwards.
Give respect to your audience.
She supports us, Drew.
No, that's not-
You
I
know
was-
why? You know how I know
I was
she
gonna say-
supports
I was
us?
gonna make a joke.
I went to elementary school with her. Okay, that is my friend.
I knew
all
he
right?
might have known her. And I,
Of course I do.
anyway, shout out to Lily in the chat. Shout out to
Lily.
Lily.
Shout out to
Lily.
everybody.
Lily, say you know that she know you.
Oh boy.
Nigga,
me
mix
shout
you.
Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jigga. Appreciate you. Reggie Porter. Everybody who joined in today. We had a lit show. Kyrie Class, Gus the Third. Thank you. And you have just finished watching Your Mans in Them Live. I'm your
Yes,
man's
yes,
Bello.
Hold on.
Oh shit. Did I forget something?
Yeah.
What?
You're not gonna.
Yes.
Yeah, I could go first.
Yes, my fault. Go ahead.
What?
Outro.
Y'all gonna shout yourselves out. Say where they can find you. Say where they can find you individually. What y'all do. Anything y'all got going on. Whatever.
And your last
all
name.
this shit.
And my
Yes.
last
And your
name.
last
Yeah.
name.
My last name is Come On. So thanks for first of all, thanks for having us again. It's always a good time here with Your Mans in Them Live. I'd love to come back. Everybody here is welcome.
You're always
to-
invited.
Always
Y'all are
invited.
always invited.
You guys are. Drew came down for the last episode, which is coming out after he edits it for me.
Nice.
So you guys are also welcome.
Oh,
Come
thank
to
you.
Small Talk. All right, we shoot in Manhattan, Lower Manhattan.
Damn, I'll be there.
Fancy.
So I'm, always welcome. My podcast is Small.Talk Podcast on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. It's the same handle for everything, Small.Talk Podcast. And my personal page is Call Me Tiny _. Because I'm tiny in real life. I'm actually really, I'm really tiny. So yeah.
Tiny's like 4'8".
I'm like 4'10", actually.
It's
Give it
crazy.
2 inches.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm 4'10".
It's your boy Demi Kadeem. Instagram __, 3 underscores, DEEMY. It's my last couple weeks here in New York. Moving to Charlotte. Anybody in Charlotte, hit me up. You know what I mean? Looking to meet new friends and whatnot.
He said he's single
Congrats
too.
on the move, by the way.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
He's
Congrats.
excited. And he's also a regular on Sports. I don't know what we're going to do because he's a regular.
Y'all
gonna figure
on my
it out.
We're
panel.
gonna figure it out, man.
He's a favorite. They like him.
He might go there and be like, yo, fuck this place,
No,
and then
never,
come back.
Never.
Nah.
No?
Not
You
to
think
come
you
back to
gonna love
New
it?
York.
I love Charlotte.
Yeah?
Once I get settled, y'all gotta come down, man.
Hey, man, don't tell me. I'll be
He gonna
in
be
your
there.
fridge, brother.
It's all good.
Right there.
Remember that time? Remember that time you said that?
Pull up the clip.
Right.
What you doing in our fridge? Remember what you said?
Yeah. But that's the type of person I am anyway.
Appreciate that. And you always welcome back here. You in Queens.
Anytime.
You welcome, hit me. We
Yeah.
all gonna link. Tiny, you already know what the vibes is.
Yeah.
Y'all good? You got anything else you doing? You want to shout out?
I'm good.
You
I'm
good?
blessed.
You good?
Podcast.
All right, yeah.
Small
This
talk.
was a great show, and you just finished watching
Wait,
your
hold on.
God. You just finished watching Your Mans in Them Live. I'm your man's Bello.
Yes, sir. I'm your man's Austin Felix.
And I'm your man Shakespeare in the Random Studio in Brooklyn, New York. This is your Mans in Them Live.
Yes.
watching Yah Mans and them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them. You know this shit fire with your mans in them. Shout out to the family that been down with your mans in them. With your mans in them. With your mans in them. Go and call in, hit the line with your mans in them. Go have a good time with your mans in them. We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.
You are now watching Yah Mans and them live.